Josh, do you know how to check to see if I'm live? No, I have to record yet. Just hit it when we get close to puck drop. Good morning, Thunderbirds fans. Don Harmeal and my partner
Nate Christensen. Welcome.
Coming to you live from Midco Arena here at Augustana University, where your boys, your Thunderbirds, are going to be facing off in their fourth game here on the weekend against the Milwaukee Junior Admirals.
Beautiful barn we got here, Don. Obviously, I think it's about 3 or 4 years old. Reminds me a lot of CC down there in the Springs. Although CC is top notch, and this might just be a slight step behind it. But beautiful barn, and excited to hopefully finish the weekend strong here, Don.
Well, according to Vicky, this is a system of Colorado College, so it's ironic that you say that.
Okay.
I don't know the direct tie-in. I haven't done the background or the research, but nonetheless, it is a nice arena. Big arenas like this, typically not a lot of music. Boys, it's a little more quiet. Boys are going to have to look for ways to create their own energy today.
Yeah, 100%. I got to trust Vicky on that one. Obviously, the mother of the pride of Colorado Springs. But both beautiful venues. But as you said, you can hear it here. The sound's coming out. We'll be able to hear the coaches and the players both on the ice and on the bench. So gotta get going after this one after last night on a tough 3-2 overtime loss to Team Alaska. I know we were talking a little bit before we got going here, and definitely had our chances last night. Obviously, puck luck wasn't in our favor. A couple of ref plays were in our favor, but at the end of the day, we got to put the puck in the back of the net.
And you said it. I have a tendency to go back and watch entire games after we film them because I miss a lot broadcasting. And I tell you what, we absolutely outplayed them. We did do a good job of getting pucks to net, but just had trouble solving that goaltender. In addition to probably having a couple of goals called back, but maybe we should have got the good side of it.
Yeah, we definitely had a couple there, but got to give the goalie for Alaska his flowers as he played pretty well, made a couple key saves there, and was able to come out victorious against the Thunderbirds. But as I said, hit the reset button a little bit here, and I think with every loss, there should be lessons to come from that. So hopefully the boys are getting recentered, refocused coming into this one, and coming out firing.
Well, I caught a few of them here before they got dressed, before warm-ups, and they looked like they were raring and ready to go. They didn't take that loss last night lightly, I can tell you that.
Well, that's good to hear, and I expect them to come out, do what they do best, come out full speed, use their speed, their size, their skill, and take advantage of a Milwaukee team that I think's played pretty solid all weekend from what I've heard.
I think they played in a lot of close games, that is for sure. It's not going to be a cakewalk. We're going to have to show up. Again, my hockey rankings has them ranked just ahead of Team Alaska. We're supposed to beat them by 1 goal, but that's why we play the games.
As we saw last night, that's definitely why we play the games, and we were favored in that Ducks game by I think a goal, and we put up 6 on them. Didn't give up any, so hopefully repeat of that today, John.
Well, there was some parents that had some conversations with their kids after last night's game, asking them what Coach Ryan said to them, and apparently he mentioned that he was proud of the way they stayed resilient and fought and came back to tie it to get it in overtime.
Yeah, obviously down 2-0 late, we're able to fight back, get that one, break the seal, as you could say, and then scored that 1 6-on-5 after they pulled the goalie, and just couldn't get it done in overtime. But yeah, definitely showed a ton of fight there in the second half after the clean sheet. But hopefully they carry that same fight out to here this morning.
30 seconds here left in the warm-ups, and it is Sunday Fun Day, so hopefully you at home have all you can drink mimosas or Bloody Marys or whatever your fancy is as you cozy up on the couch and get ready to represent your Tbirds on the farm.
Man, they're bringing it this morning, Don. I hope you guys can hear that at home as it is shaking our bodies today.
Hey, you should see Josh Mado over here getting down.
I'm just glad he's got his pants on this morning.
There we go. There's your buzzer. I believe by rotation we should be seeing Hunter, or not the Hunted, here in the net. Starting lineups coming to you here momentarily.
Garrett Hunter, mid-ice collision there, just setting the tone early. It's going to be a physical game here. As they're getting warmed up, we'll run into, but looks like 31 getting back into his routine. Going to be in net here as we get together.
And we are looking to start on time today. Let's go set the tone early and often and over all 3 periods.
Got to play a complete game with Dom, all 51 minutes there, and just every single shift, get out there and compete.
There's your breakdown. Looks like coming to the ice, we're going to have Jack Evans and Dassel on the backside. Up front, we're going to have Landon, Irvin, and Linden. Linden and Landon on the same line. Keeps the tongue twisted. Boys giving Hunter some pumps here before the game.
Expect big things out of this line today, Don. Obviously getting the start. Love to see Dowd and Linden get going. I know he's in a tight competition with his sister, Lyndon Burns is, so I'm sure she's at home scoring goals, and he's chasing her today. So hopefully can net a few for us with this line and get after it.
There we go. Your T-Birds are ready.
And if you're not awake after that music, Don, I don't know what else to say.
Oh my God, if I have a friend from home, little Miss Evans beatboxing from afar, get on it. Lay that on your dad, Andy, and your brother, Brooks. Come on, I know you can do it. Goalies are ready. Officials are ready. There's your whistle. Puck's down, it's one back. Jack has it. Jack slides it up the middle. Milwaukee has zone. Good back check by Landon. Good stick by Jack Evans to the hash. Milwaukee picks it up out of the corner, rests him away. Milwaukee sends it high. They have the over off a skate. Able to hold the zone slightly. Jack body's off. Landon's going to have zone entry. He's got Irving going with him. Looking to get around one. The hook got mugged, and we're going to be going on a power play right out the gate.
You love to see it, Don. You want to get out to a fast start. You see a hook there as Landon was skating down the ice, got his arm wrapped around him, and let's go on the power play. Got to take advantage of the special teams side of this.
They look familiar from last night, but no calls.
Yes.
Trevor Miller, Irvin, Landon, Dash will get lined up. Miller in for the face-off. Puck one to Trevor. Trevor off the hash, has it up to Daschel. Daschel right back down to Miller. Miller's got seam. Sends it back high to Daschel. Daschel lost it off his stick. Milwaukee able to clear it. Let's get on our legs, boys. Daschel leaves it for Landon. Landon's going to get up the outside. He's going to get zone entry. Working to get this thing set up. Landon slides it to Trevor. Trevor had Irvin. Puck's in front. Good job back check, and that was a real good scoring chance right there. Milwaukee reverses the backside of the net. Landon sends it high to Daschel. Daschel gets it through on net. Puck's loose. Trevor picks it up. Bumps it up to the hash to Landon. Milwaukee able to clear it. Daschel picks it up. Daschel leaves it for Landon. Landon gets through one. Body, we got to step up the speed here. Mark and Jackson on the backside. Jackson slides it to Landon. Landon tried to bump it through off a skate. Mark picks it up high. Mark over to Jackson. Jackson turns shot fire right in the belly, save and frozen.
Yeah, wide open look there from Jackson. Took the shot there from just inside the blue line, but goalie didn't have a tough time on that one. Is got to get some screen, got to get a traffic in front there, try to generate a tip. So
looked like we looked a little lethargic there. We got to go. Here we go. Puck comes up. Jackson has it. Jackson off the half horse to Kellen. We have Kellen, Parker, and Sammy on. Kellen back up high to Jackson. Jackson over to Mark. Mark puts it on net. Puck's loose out front, sitting there, and Milwaukee's able to clear it. We had guys at net front, just couldn't get sticks on that puck. Mark from back behind the net. Leaves it for Jackson. Jackson comes out from behind. Jackson has Mark. Mark bumps it ahead to Parker. Parker chips it in. Mark jumps up, turns shot fire, paddle save, out to the point. Jackson fires it back down to Kellen. Kellen got stick checked there to the corner, sticks with it. Parker comes in to support. We're even. Milwaukee coming out of the box with speed. They're going to get zone entry. Miss it. Jackson with a big hit attempt misses. Mark gets deflected to the corner. Kellen trying to chip it by and through. Got angled off. We're having changes. Keaton Olsen now on. Liam. Jack Evans on the backside. Miller now on. Mark tried to send it up the middle. Gets blocked. Jack Evans with the stick forward to Keaton. Keaton has zone entry right to Milwaukee. They're trying to take the back of the net. They do. National now on the backside. Milwaukee up the outside looking for cross passes off the skate. Keaton's working to get there. Keaton battling. Liam comes in to support. Liam sends it to the opposite corner. Jack steps just hold the zone. Miller covering. Puck's loose out front. Keaton had it, just lost it, stayed with it though. Milwaukee's going to have zone exit. They have zone entry. Being defended to the outside. Sent it to net front, slid all the way through. Good sticks, tied up. Puck sent to the opposite side of the net. Jack's working to get there. Milwaukee goes high. Turn shot fire blocked by Miller. Cleared up and out of the zone. We're looking for changes. Miller's lipped it off. Milwaukee turns and fires it in. Daschel has it. Daschel reverses the backside of the net. Has Jack. Jack tried to reverse it. Milwaukee from back behind the net. Daschel coming in. Puck's back behind the net. Milwaukee trying to play there. Forecheck gets on. They turn shot fire, but Garrett blocks it. Right to Milwaukee. They come up the middle, turn it over to Garrett. Garrett's got Sammy going with him. Sammy has zone entry. Kellen's trailing. Jackson and Connor Hilly on the backside. Milwaukee picks it up. They're going to have zone exit. They wave off icing. He didn't have the line. And we're going to be going on a penalty kill.
Roughing, huh?
We're just not quite connected here, Nate.
Things a little off this morning, Don, and hopefully we can find this early. But going on penalty kill here. See if we can get going. Had good success all week killing these off, and got to get after this one. Get sticks in lane, clear the puck.
Jackson, Connor Hilly, Garrett, and Linden. Puck's one back. Jackson comes through, has it. He's going to rip it up and out and down. Milwaukee having a regroup, 200 feet. Linden, big boy, in on the forecheck. Milwaukee sends it across ice. They have zone exit. Fumble it here in the zone. They finally chip it in. Zone entry. Connor Hilly's there. Chips it up the board. Not out. They send it down into the corner. Connor Hilly turns, tries to bump it up the outside, and Milwaukee holds his own on the hash. Milwaukee walking high. Right into Lindenberg's stick. Tried to clear it into a body. Garrett has it. Garrett's able to dump it in deep as we're looking for changes now. Daschel, Kellen, Trevor, Connor Hilly still on the backside. Jack Evans now on. Trevor forechecking hard, causes a turnover in the zone. Working to get to the outside. Excellent job by Trevor. One-man wrecking crew, 2-on-1. Finally, Milwaukee's able to stick check him. But Trevor right back on him. Daschel blocks it from going into the zone. Milwaukee now turns, fires it in, back behind the net. Jack is getting there. Jack up the half boards. Oh, good pressure here along the boards. Milwaukee has it high. Turn shot fired, get deflected. Saved by Hunter. Little weird bouncing puck. Sent around and up, but not out. Dash on the corner, leaves it for Linden. Linden trying to come in. Milwaukee sends it high. Turn shot fire, saved out to the corner. Linden has it, can't clear it. Milwaukee turned shot fire, saved out to the corner. Jack backhands it up. Milwaukee there. Wide open on the backside. Nobody home. Wake up! Daschel finally has it, loses it right on the blue line. I don't know if that was a ref impede, but Miller picks it up. We are now even. Parker in on the forecheck. Cleared up and out. That should be an icing, so we'll stay right here for an offensive zone faceoff.
Whew. Got out of that one unscathed. Don had a couple good opportunities there by the Admirals, and they had that one where they got to the backside free and just missed the connection on there. But a couple good saves by 31 as they're able to generate some shots from the outside and get some tips on them up front. But 0-0 here with shots 4-3.
Jackson and Mark on the backside. Miller gets it high to Jackson. Jackson sends it to the opposite corner. Parker's there. Parker bumps it up to Mark. Mark turns, fires it hard back behind the net. Milwaukee's going to pick that on the high slot. Jackson steps to short. Milwaukee has it cleared. Milwaukee backside as we were doing a little bit of puck watching. Landon's able to clear it up and out. Trevor getting mugged through the zone, no call. Trevor on the forecheck. Milwaukee hard off the boards, it comes out. Landon picks it up. Mark's in his way for days. And that happened a little bit yesterday. We got to pick lanes. Mark gets stick check. Mark sends it up and in, no icing. Lyndon Burns on the forecheck. Irvin now on the backside, up front. Daschel and Jack on the backside. Irvin has it, Will in the back of the net. Irvin's got speed. Chips it up and forward. Right to Milwaukee. Milwaukee clears it cross ice. Daschel off the half boards, had his own entry, but Milwaukee's able to poke it right back out. Now they take it in on their own. They have the overpass. Milwaukee gains the line, content just to turn and fire it in. Milwaukee's going to win that race, but not without Jack applying some pressure. Puck come through with skates on net, saved and frozen by Hunter. We're a little bit discombobulated. We need to get back to fundamental hockey and play this game the right way.
Just a little bit, Don. As you saw, three guys into the corner. Puck came loose up front with no Tbirds there, but hopefully it built off a little energy. Trevor with a couple great shifts there on the forecheck side of things. Big Irvin came out there, same thing, forecheck, back check. Got to get back to the basics, as you said.
I think we just need to trust each other to do each other's jobs. It feels like we're playing a little tight, trying to do a little bit too much. Daschel turns, fires it up and out of the zone. Linden's there. Bumps it back to Daschel. Daschel has Irvin. Irvin to Landon. Landon back to Irvin. Irvin turns shot, got stick deflected wide. Irvin playing off the hash. Gets it back. Ref's in the way. Fires Irvin out, skated right through him. Nonetheless, he slowed down. Milwaukee ices it. That's going to be an offensive zone faceoff.
Great little touch pass there right to Irv, and Admiral player just to get a little bit of a back check, got a stick on Irv as he went to go push that shot wide, but looked like he had the net open there, and unfortunately they were able to get a little back check on Irv.
Jackson and Connor Hilly on the backside. We've got Kellen, Keaton, and Liam on up front. Bucks in dots. Keaton battling to get there. Milwaukee clears it up and out. Connor's there off the half boards. Milwaukee gets it, sends it cross ice. Liam picks it up. Liam's got time and space off the half board to Keaton. Keaton tried the bump pass, it couldn't quite get there. Connor Hilly with a good body. Connor Hilly back behind the net has Jackson. Jackson has some time and space. Sends it up. Liam gets it out of the zone. Keaton pays the price but gets it in the zone. Kellen picks it up. Kellen from back behind the net looking for time and space. Has Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly shot deflected on net by Liam. Locke's big boy going to the net front. They're going to just let that go. How many times are they going to get some action there?
Admirals there just asking Mr. Lakis to smell his glove 1 or 2 times, but love to see him down there in those greasy areas, Don, and that's what we need.
Great
shot from the point by Connor and good tip up front, but got to get in them greasy areas.
And Liam said, I'll be back, sir. I'll be back. Landon, Garrett, Sammy, Jackson, and Connor on the backside. Milwaukee playing from back behind their net. They chip it up and through. Jackson gets a piece of it. No icing. Jackson's regrouping back behind the net. Pokes it forward, turned over. Landon sticks with it. Landon comes through to support. Landon has it right up the middle. He's got speed too. Flip to Sammy on the outside. Sammy has zone entry. Garrett going with him. Got stick check to the corner. Sammy gets it high to Jackson. Jackson turns, shot fired wide of the net. Comes up high. Dashel's now on. Milwaukee reverses the back side of the net. They try to chip it up and through. Jackson held the zone. Garrett comes through, picks it up. Shot off the side of the net. Sticks with it. Garrett still has it. Cycles it back behind the net. Sammy trying to get there. Garrett got totally taken down, getting a little business on the ground. Let's stay composed here. Milwaukee has it, cross-ice pass, miss it, but they have the line turn and chip it in deep. We got to go. Dashel, reverse side of the net to Jackson. Jackson right back to Dashel. Dashel has Trevor. Trevor up the outside, has zone entry. Parker has it. Oh, had Landon going to the net. Just missed. Milwaukee blows an edge, but they have the zone cleared. Right up the middle, good body by Jack. Allows Trevor to come through, slides it to Landon. Landon getting bodied, has Dashel on the far side. Dashel turns, sends it in deep, and Trevor and Parker in on the forecheck. Trevor's flying today. Parker comes in to support. Trevor gets tripped right in front of the ref. He's still watching it. No call. Milwaukee out of the zone. Good back check by Trevor. There. It's about time. It takes 3 to get a call, I guess, huh? Power play coming up here for your Thunderbirds.
Yeah, blatant cross-check there right in front of the bench, Don. And we were talking about Liam's shift earlier. We got to get a little sandpaper. You know? A little sandpaper, a little grit. We saw it at the end of the Avalanche game. I don't know if it caught the end of the Avalanche game. No. Arguably one of the best players in the world, getting into it with Charlie McAvoy right at the end of the game, and a lot of skirmishes and scuffles there. And not that I want something dirty, just a little sandpaper, a little grit from these boys.
There you go. Little push back. Miller, Trevor, Irvin, Dashel, Landon. Pucks one over to Irvin. Irvin high to Dashel. Dashel slides it back to Irvin. Irvin over to Landon. Landon has to Irvin. Irvin sends it on net. Got chipped wide. Trevor's there. Trevor tried to slide it through. Milwaukee punches is out. Miller right back up to Dashel. Comes out of the zone, though. Dashel sends it over to Landon. Dashel, or Landon right back to Dashel. Dashel just takes it back behind the net, so Landon can pick up some speed, get through the zone here. Landon's going to get in the zone. Turns out of it, looking to get it set up. Landon has a seam. Had Trevor coming through, just got chipped wide. Miller out of the corner. Miller slides it up to Dashel. Dashel has time and space. Has Landon. Landon shot over the net. Puck comes up the opposite hash. Dashel has it. Dashel has Irvin. Irvin backhand, blind pass, trying to look for Landon. Missed turnover. We can't be making those here. Milwaukee in, turn shot fired off the post and out. In skates, Milwaukee turns, sends it to the opposite corner. 45 seconds here. Mark's now on. Mark's got a head of steam, comes through. He's going to have the back of the net. Jackson's now on. Sammy's on. Mark, the opposite side of the ice, had Trevor still on. Irvin has Jackson. Jackson turn shot fired. Good spot right in the glove as Sammy was going to the net front. 25 seconds here in the power play.
Danger, danger here on the other side is that blind backwards pass let them get loose. Couldn't get there on the back check, but Hunter got a good little piece with his shoulder, was able to hit the bar, but good shot there. Love that thing to come in a little bit lower and generate a rebound.
Puck one out. Kellen has it. Kellen shot, fired, stick deflected up and out of play, so that'll be another offensive zone faceoff.
22 seconds left here on the power play. Shots looking 6-4. They got it 7-3.
Sammy steps back in. Parker coming through, getting checked from back behind. Puck up and out of play. That'll be another offensive zone faceoff.
Got to win this faceoff here, Don. I think the last two we've lost on that side. So see Kellen win this draw back, and let's get some cooking.
Puck sent to the corner. Good job by Parker. Parker picks it up. Parker has the hash. He has Mark up tall. Has Jackson. Jackson puts it on net. Got deflected to the side of the net by Milwaukee. Kellen picks it up. Kellen has it high. Shot on net. Got deflected up and out of play. And where are you?
I like that shot from Mark there. That's what we're talking about. Good, hard, low shot from the blue line. Had traffic in front. Just tipped up into the screen. Back to 5-on-5, Dom.
So same 5 guys will step in. Parker, Kellen, Sammy, Mark, and Jackson. Milwaukee comes out with it, sends it up the middle. They're going to have zone exit, lose it. Sammy has zone entry. He's got the outside. Sticking with it. Parker in to help. Parker comes out with it like he does most of the time. Skates it to stick. Turn shot fired off the side of the net. Dangerous shot. Sammy and Kellen go into there. Milwaukee has the back of the net. They have the outside. Try to come to middle. Bouncing pass. They get the line. Backward pass. And Parker is there, but it goes right into a body. Mark sticks with it. Milwaukee shoots and fires it up and over the net. Milwaukee holds his own. They have someone wide open. Love save by Hunter. We keep losing backside coverage.
Yeah, we've seen a couple times today, Don. They're just over there loose and free, and good glove save there by 31 as a quick little wrister came in there. But gotta stay contained, stay within ourselves. We've seen a little bunching up today, which not something we want to see. Get in space.
Wholesale changes. Dashel Jack on the backside. Garrett, Keaton, Liam. Milwaukee's able to hold his own. Good stick by Jack. Jack and Dashel defending. Garrett comes in to support. Dashel bodies his guy off. Puck comes through. Liam has it. Liam chips it up to Keaton. Keaton chips it by. Gets stood up. That should be no icing. They're going to call it. Should have waved it.
Yeah, it was pretty close right there along the boards. Don chipped it up, and I would have liked to see a wave. And
especially since there was a slight interference there. Keaton would have got there, no problem.
100%. Would have loved to seen that line coming in a hard forecheck, but stifled by a
Miller, Trevor, Parker come on up front. Dashel and Jack remain on the backside. Milwaukee trying to overload on the inside. Puck comes all the way through. Trevor's going to get there. Sends it back to Jack. Jack bumps it over to Dashel. Dashel slides it up the hash to Parker. Parker tried to mump it out. Doesn't get out, but now Parker skates it out. Milwaukee has it. They get it in the zone, but Miller's right here to pick it up. Miller has Trevor on the opposite side. Was trying to leave it for Jack. Trevor slides it through to Parker. Parker got checked from behind, but we're in the zone. Miller has it. Miller working out of the corner, tried to get it to net front. Trevor got taken down in front, got a punch to the back of the head. Jack steps to short the zone. Does momentarily. Puck comes through. Dashel picks it up on the blue line. Dashel got stood up, dancing through 4, stays on him. Milwaukee chips it up and through, and Jack has it. Jack over to Landon. Landon right back to Jack. Jack off the half horse to Trevor, bumped it to Linden, coming through with speed. Linden couldn't handle it. Milwaukee slides it up into the zone. Dashel has it to Connor Healy. Connor Healy hard up the opposite board, looking for Landon, chips it up and out of the zone. Linden tried to find Irvin coming through with speed, just didn't connect. Milwaukee has line, turns, fires it to the opposite side. They're going to get it. Oh, they miss it on the hash. Come on, big boy Burns. Working. Milwaukee sends it all the way back in their zone, all on their own. We have Jackson and Connor Hilly on the backside. Landon, Irvin, and Linden. Milwaukee gets the puck out of the zone. Jackson has it. Jackson chipped it off the boards to Irvin. Irvin tries to chip it softly. Milwaukee doing a good job of getting in lanes, preventing a lot of our speed execution. Milwaukee reverses the side of the ice. Linden picks it up, but then got stick check. Milwaukee coming up, and that's going to do it for the first period.
Don, I'm not sure it was the first period we were looking for. It's ending 0-0 here, but I'm telling you right now, if we can figure out this little bump pass on our breakout here, we're going to catch it with some speed coming through the neutral zone. I've seen a couple times where we've just missed that little bump pass, and we got the Admiral defense kind of on their heels a little bit. So if we can catch that one, we're going to see odd man rush or a breakaway coming the other way. But we got to execute.
You can tell we're thinking a lot of the game the right way. So
yeah, just missing passes, missing some of the fundamental stuff here, Don. We got to come out this second period right before the sheet. Expect them to come out hard. I'm sure Coach CB's getting them going and come out with some energy. Big Sunday back in Denver. Dallas Cowboys visiting Mile High Field. Big one for the Broncos. Pulled out a miracle victory last week, Don. And I'm hoping this week they don't, give us all heart attacks at home and can put the Cowboys away. But that offense, they're scoring 38 plus a game. So
let's be an interesting matchup. Both sides of the ball this weekend. I know we have a parent that bet against the home team this weekend because of the odds. All about the money, as they say.
Must have called that one into his bookie. As South Dakota still shut down on gaming for whatever reason, but called that into his bookie back at home and put a big wager on it.
Betting against the hometown team, wet underwear contest, what's next? Puck's down. Mark has it, chips it forward. Garrett is in pursuit, sends it to net front. Kellen's there. Kellen turns shot, fire, missed the net. Short had a wide open net. Milwaukee clears it up and out and down. That's going to be an icing. Set up an offensive zone face-off.
Great opportunity there, Don, as Kellen got the puck right in the sweet spot. Just missed wide on that one, but great look there as puck came off the boards right to him and just a little wide.
Jackson Mark on the backside, Sammy, Kellen, Garrett. Kellen in for the face-off. Milwaukee chips it up the middle. Mark's able to, they waved off ice and then they called it. That's okay, I guess. Milwaukee turns, chips it in deep. Hunter comes to settle it now. Mark from back behind the net, up the hash, has Garrett. Garrett was looking for Sammy coming through with speed, just missed the pass. They wave off icing there, so I guess we'll take that. Milwaukee sends it up and high, and we are nowhere to be found. We have, I don't even know who we did have no defenseman on that side. Mark picks it up, slides it up to Garrett. Kellen comes through with speed. He's going to go to get to the corner. Milwaukee slides it back behind the net. Parker's now on. Parker has a seam. Parker's walking. Cross pass to Jack. Jack tried to get it on net. Milwaukee blocks it. Jack pokes it through. Milwaukee's there. Garrett goes. Dash will step in the short of the zone. Milwaukee slides it up and out and down. That's going to go the distance. They wave off icing, though. Tried to go to net front. Parker clears it. Milwaukee from back behind the net. Hit the guy, chip it to the far hash, but they have the high seam trying to slide it through. Kellen and Dashel. Milwaukee slides it right through to the slot. What are we doing? We're puck watching. Milwaukee out of the corner, wide open in front. What in the hickory is going on?
What in the hickory is right? Tip came right up in front, and Hunter did a full layout dive to catch that one, but not sure what we were just looking at there is a couple chances where Admirals just came right through the slot and not even a body around them.
Wholesale changes. Jackson and Connor Hilly on the backside. Parker, Trevor, and Miller on. Jackson comes out with it. Sends it to the far side as Parker trying to bump it through does. Miller's coming through with speed, got angled. Trevor in on the forecheck. Milwaukee sends it the opposite side. Jackson steps to short. Jackson that back behind the net has Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly back to Jackson. Jackson slides it through to Miller. Oh, Miller went short side up and over the net. Tried to slide it through to Parker in the bumper. Milwaukee has it. Turns, chips it up and out. Miller back covering. Miller picks it up, slides it over to Jackson. Jackson bumps it up to Trevor. Trevor off the boards has Jackson coming through with speed. Jackson in net front, puck sitting there, gets all the way through. Miller and Parker both there, and Milwaukee has it coming the other way. Gains the line, turns and fires it in. Connor's going to get that. Connor bumps it up the half boards. We rub each other off. Milwaukee gets a puck, point blank, and a hell of a save by Hunter. As we rubbed each other off there, gave him a clear path to the net, and Hunter standing big.
Holy cow, Don. Great save there. Admirals just content with doing a little dump and chase, but giving a lot of pressure on our defenseman on the forecheck and just generating those chances off the boards with nobody there. But good save there by 3-1.
Wholesale changes. Jack and Dash on the backside. We have Keaton, Kellen, Liam. Liam's going to have his own entry. Tried to slide it through to Jack going to the net. Jack out of the corner. Jack sends it back behind the net. Liam's going to go pick that up. Puck back behind the net. Milwaukee has it. Milwaukee up the half boards. Stretch pass. Jack with the good angle. Dashel comes through, has it. Dashel slides it to Kellen. Kellen's going to have his own entry. Shot fired, blocked wide. Kellen picks it up, though. Kellen has a seam, got stick check, turned it over. Milwaukee has the zone. Exit. Offside here. Keaton picks it up. Keaton bumps it to Dashel. Dashel's going to have his own entry. Dashel slides it through to Liam, gets all the way through. Milwaukee off the half boards, trying to clear it. Jack and Irvin hold the zone originally. Now Milwaukee has his own exit. They slide it up. Good stick initially by Landon. Landon reverses the side of the ice. Nobody home. Easy for Milwaukee to step and hold it. Landon comes through. We have a 3-on-2 if we hurry. Landon has his own entry. Has Mark off the bench. Mark backhand in front. Puck shot by Big Boy. Save comes back out of Jackson. Jackson shot, fire misses the net, comes right back to the backside of the goalie, and he saves and freezes it.
Good look there by 2-7. We've seen him a couple times jump up into the play on the offensive side of things, but good little look he had there and just missed. 12:33 left here, about probably 4.5 minutes before the sheet. Let's get going, Donnie.
Landon, Irvin, Linden, Mark, and Jackson. Milwaukee wins it, and they're just trying to stretch, so we got to have our heads on the swivel. Irvin on the seam has Linden. Linden shot blocked to the opposite hash. Milwaukee backhands it up the boards. They're able to get it out of the zone, and Mark's going to pick that up. Mark gets by. He's going to have his own inch. Oh, nope. Milwaukee has it. They have the line. They're going to have zone entry, looking to come to middle. Good body by Mark. Linden picks it up. Or that was Jackson, maybe. Linden's going to have zone entry. Linden leaves it for Landon. Shot, fired, saved, and frozen. That'll be an offensive zone face-off.
Great look there is in the little drop pass, and Landon with a rocket. Unfortunately, just right in the Admiral's chest there. Didn't cough up a rebound as we were coming in hard.
Jack and Dash on the backside, we have Sammy, Garrett, and Keaton. Milwaukee sends it up the half boards. Jack holds his own, turns and fires it in deep. Keaton get there. Keaton working hard. Milwaukee up the half boards is not able to clear it. Bouncing puck. We still hold the zone. Still hold the zone. Still hold the zone. It's just sitting on the blue line. Garrett gets angled off. Sammy's still working hard. Sammy has the seam. Shot fired off the post and out. To Garrett. Garrett shooting shot fires. Screened in front. Puck's loose. Milwaukee reverses the backside of the net. Good forecheck pressure here. Milwaukee off the half boards. Dashel steps to hold. Sammy slides it to the opposite side. Keaton's there. Keaton trying to cycle it up. Sammy's there. Sammy and Keaton. Garrett slides it out. Bumps it to net front. Off the skate. Sammy has it. Sammy cross-ice pass to Jack. Shot fired. Deflected just wide of the net. Puck sent up high. Jack comes out with it. Leaves it for Dashel. Dashel has zone entry. Was leaving it for Garrett. Garrett got stick lifted. Milwaukee has zone exit. We got to get back in a hurry. Jack defending. Good angle by Jack. Stood his guy right up in the blue line. Nice bump pass. Trevor has it. Trevor was trying to slide it to Parker. Comes out of the zone. Trevor has it. Blind backhand pass. Good stick. Milwaukee gets it right back. Heck of a, I think Hunter got a piece of that. Jackson got stick checked. Milwaukee gets it there. Oh, that was offside. Good catch. That was a good offside call. It was close.
Whew. Things starting to heat up, Don. Great puck possession there on the offensive side by the T-Birds. Generated a couple chances, hit a couple posts, and then saw it on the other side. Jack with a big hit. They made another big hit right in the neutral zone.
Puck's down. Connor Hilly and Jackson. Jackson up to Trevor. Trevor chips it in. Trevor, Miller, Parker. Trevor playing back behind the net. Miller in the support. Ref's talking to him, telling him to move it. Miller has it. Tried to slide it to net front. Milwaukee off a skate. Has it in the corner. Chips it forward. Jackson holds his own. Gets around one. Gets the puck in deep. Was getting held up. Parker comes in to support. Puck's out of the zone. Miller has it, though. Turns and dumps it in. Right on net. So we're looking for changes. Parker stays hard on the forecheck. Irvin and Landon on. Cross pass. Turned over to Landon. Landon turns shot fire. Puck's loose out front. Landon and Parker. Puck comes up high. Connor Hilly has it. Slides it down through Parker. Landon bump pass to Irvin in front. He's getting held, stick lifted, all kinds of stuff. That's going to be an icing call. And an offensive zone face-off will finish some changes. Oh, that's going to be an ice make.
Another good opportunity there, Don. It looks like we're going to get a clean sheet here at the 9-minute mark. Just a hair early, but good opportunity there late, right, to finish that one off as Landon had a great look there, generated a rebound. Couldn't bury it home there, so 0-0. Shots 8-8.
Well, you stay tuned with the pause button. There you go. You stay tuned. We'll be back with you in just a moment. getting ready to come back here. The ice is still a little soupy. The Zamboni guy did a thorough job of laying down water, but it needs a little time to set up. Pretty long intermission break as a result.
Yeah, he was out there for a few, Dom, laid some water out. Got to give this a second or two to get dialed in, as you see some puddles right in front of the bench. But should be a fast sheet for the second half here. Is 8:59 remaining here. Score 0-0. They got shots 9-6 in favor of the T-Birds. I had it 9-9 going into the break, but we'll flip it back to not confuse anybody at home.
You actually didn't. I fat fingered it. So you had something totally different.
Here come your birds, though, getting on that fresh ice. Starting to get loose.
Soupy up against the boards. Right down the middle. Whoa. I would have liked to be on a fly on the wall for that intermission break. A couple of us over here trying to solve the world's problems. It's also understanding, and maybe last night they had a players-only meeting. I have not been able to confirm that with my own kid, but it sounds like that's what happened. So I would have liked to be a fly on the wall for that conversation as well.
I have not, and obviously in the first half of this game, I don't know if we saw anything come out of what they were looking to accomplish in that one, but hopefully the second half come out with a little grit, little sandpaper, a little fire in their bellies, Don, and get after it here. So 3-1, keeping them in it between the pipes. A couple good saves there in the first half of this. And we generated some chances, but we got to put some in the back of the twine, Don.
We got to get pucks to net and go to net. Officials are ready. Hit the green button. Looks like we're going to have an offensive zone face-off. So coming to the ice, it looks like we're going to have Dashel and Jackson on the backside. Up front, we're going to have Irvin, Linden, and Landon.
Player coach Redpath in there on the bench, getting the boys fired up, broke them out. Let's come out with a little steam here.
Overload on the inside. Milwaukee wins it. Tried to send it up and out. Jackson holds his own. Puck sitting there. Jackson turns and chips it back in deep. Linden sends it back up the opposite side. Jackson has it off the board to Landon. Landon got stick checked. Milwaukee has zone exit. They're going to have zone entry. Shot fired, blocked by Dashel. Irvin chips it up and through. Linden has it. He's going to have zone entry. Slid it through one, but got angled off. Comes up the middle. Milwaukee cross ice pass. Landon has it. Landon leaves it for Irvin, can't handle it. Milwaukee punches it in, no icing. Landon goes back behind the net. He's coming up the outside with speed. He gets around one. Loses it in the suit. Linden pokes it forward. Then it gets around one, and Milwaukee comes through. Clears it up and out. Dashel has a stick on it. Dashel off the half boards has Landon and turns and fires it in as we're looking for some changes. Irvin in on the forecheck with Linden. Mark now on the backside. Irvin picks it up back behind the net. Turns out of it, had Jack coming in net. Right. Linden was there with the stick on it. Milwaukee's able to clear it up and out of the zone, and Mark picks it up. Mark tried to send it cross ice. Milwaukee stick checked it, sent it back in the zone. Jack and Parker back there. Milwaukee sends it opposite side of the ice. Trevor and Miller out on. Trevor battling on the board. Trevor chips it up and not out. Milwaukee able to hold it, but Mark has it. Mark and Park on the boards. Again, Milwaukee has it right back. They've got a 2-on-1 temporarily. Good job by Trevor coming in on the forecheck. Milwaukee sends it net front. Slides all the way through. Jack's able to poke it up high. Milwaukee sends it back down in the corner. Sammy going to work there. Sammy angles his guy off. Trevor has it. He's able to chip it up and out. Milwaukee picks it up in the neutral zone, sends it to the defensive zone. Now back up. They turn and chip it in. Good stand up by Mark. Jack reverses the side of the ice. We just got a little bit above the puck. Milwaukee picks it up and get angled off by Mark. Sammy got tripped coming through. Mark has it. Mark has it out of the zone, but Milwaukee gets it right back in. Jack hard up the outside. Puck gets through and out. Trevor trying to come through. Bodies all over. Jack has Trevor. Trevor slides it through to Sammy. Oh, Sammy just missed Keaton on the pass. Wide open on the backside. Milwaukee has it momentarily. Daschle has Jackson. Jackson turn, fires, misses the net short. Milwaukee has it. Heat comes in. Garrett cycles it back down. Milwaukee players on the ice is able to punch it up to the hash. They clear up and out and down. That would be an icing. And an offensive zone faceoff.
Don, I'm going to tell you, Keaton Olsen, that last shift laid a couple absolutely bruising hits there. Is one right there at center ice in the neutral zone. Admiral player came off of that hit, didn't want any more of that. And then great little forecheck on this side, and just a missed pass there by Mr. Maida to Keaton. Just caught him a little in between the skates versus getting it back. But good opportunity.
Landon Irvin Linden. Milwaukee gets the puck back behind the net. Jackson and Daschle on the backside. Milwaukee turns it over. Landon chips it back behind the net. Milwaukee's there. Irvin comes in the forecheck. Irvin battling here. Milwaukee picks it back up behind the net. They came up the middle. Daschle holds his own momentarily. Got stick check. Linden has it to Irvin. Irvin turns and fires it in deep and goes on the forecheck. Milwaukee up the outside. They have zone exit. Good sticks, zone entry, but Landon comes through with it. Landon from back behind the net. Backhand to Jackson. Jackson has the outside, looking for space. Bumps it forward in deep. Irvin's going to go there. Irvin in net front. Jackson going hard. Puck came up, was loose. That's exactly what we're looking for. Puck's on net, get to net front.
Yeah, great job by the Admirals goalie there. Puck came right off the boards, came to the front, got a stick on it, was there in the right spot. But it's exactly what you're talking about, Don. Got to get in them greasy areas, get a little sandpaper, get after one, as this game is a tight one. Got to find a way to put one back there.
Here we go. Liam, Kellen, Sammy, Connor Hilly, and Jack. Kellen steps in for this face-off. Kellen wins it back to Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly has a lane, gets it all the way through. Lake pad save out to the slot. Jack turns and fires it back in. Lake pad save. Kellen off the hash. Slides it back behind the net. Liam picks it up. Liam's working out of the corner. Milwaukee picks it, trying to send it back up the opposite side of the ice. Working off the hash. Sammy's there on the forecheck. It comes out to Jack. Jack turns, sends it back around the backside of the net. Kellen's trying to get there. Connor Hilly supports the zone, fires it on net, blocked off a skate. Milwaukee has it, looking to stretch. Good stick by Jack initially. That's offside. That'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Got lucky on that offsides there. Has had a 2-on-1 with a guy with a step and a half in front, straight into the net, and was going to look for that pass, but just a hair offside there, Tom.
Miller, Parker, Trevor come on. Jack and Connor Hilly remain on the backside. Pucks one back. Connor Hilly to Jack. Jack off the half boards looking for Trevor. Trevor trying to poke it forward. Miller comes in. Miller's got space. He has Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly turns shot, fired, glove save, loose out front. Miller coming through again. Shots on net. Guys coming through. Miller picks it up. He's got the seam getting held. Turns out of it. Sides through one. Good silky move. Shot blocked out to the corner. Miller picks it up. Goes to net front. Milwaukee picks it up, is able to clear it. Jack has it. Jack over to Connor Hilly. Connor Hilly hard up to Trevor, chips it in. Funky bounce off the little circular, what would normally be a dormer, and back out of the zone.
Good opportunities there as MBJ was walking through the Admirals defense. Had a chance up front, but just turned away by the Admirals goalie there. But good push.
Yeah, Daschle, Jackson on the backside. Miller, Trevor, Parker remain up front. Pucks one back to Jackson. Jackson turns and dumps it into the far corner. Trevor's in on the forecheck. Miller has it. Miller has the back of the net. Miller's looking for time and space. Miller has Jackson. Jackson couldn't hold the zone, comes out with it. Jackson backhands it in the zone. We're not yet clear. Now we are. Parker in on the forecheck. Milwaukee tried to pick it right up the middle. Trevor gloves it, holds his own. They're trying to chip it up. Daschle around one, Daschle around two. Milwaukee's hurt. Daschle drives the net. Oh, that Trevor net front couldn't get a piece of it. Now there's going to be a whistle because we have a Milwaukee player down. Those are the things we're working for. Let's connect on one.
That's exactly what we're looking for there, Don. And obviously hoping Admirals players are right. I didn't see who laid the hit on the boards there, but boys playing a heavy hockey game here coming out of the break. Couple big hits we've seen from Olsen and whoever hit that one in the corner. But keep up the forecheck.
Yeah, never like to see anybody get hurt, that's for sure. So nonetheless, it'll be an offensive zone face-off. We're going to see Kellen, Garrett, and Keaton on the ice with Dashel and Jackson remaining on the backside. He's holding his, looks like he's holding his back.
It looks like his back or his hip down. Hope number 9 down there is all right. But on the other side, just coming off of that, had a great opportunity with us on the backside there, came free and just missed the connection on that one.
Missed the connection. Right play, though. Kellen steps in for the face-off. Puck one back to Jackson. Jackson off the boards to Kellen. Kellen turns out of it. Looking to walk. Turn it over, trying to leave it for Jackson. Puck's out of the zone. Jackson bumps it in. We're now onside. Milwaukee regrouping. Loses it on their own goalie. Goalie has to freeze it. And that's something you don't like to do as a defenseman or as a goalie. You have to make a save on your own player.
Yeah. Another offensive zone face-off here. Win this one back, see if we can generate something. But good little forecheck there. Push them, push that puck towards the goalie.
Linden, Landon, Irvin. Milwaukee wins the puck back, trying to send it up the opposite side of the ice. Comes out of the zone. Jackson back on retrieval. Puck in skates. Gets poked forward. Irvin forechecking. Landon has it. Landon's cross-ice pass has Dashel. Dashel wide, chips it through. In deep. Linden going there. Linden with a good stick initially. Linden picks it up. 2 Milwaukee players on the ice. Leaves it for Landon. Landon up to Jackson. Jackson walks. Jackson over to Dashel. Dashel chips it to Irvin. Irvin finds it on net. Puck saved out to the corner. Irvin gets it right back. Irvin cycles it back down to Linden. Linden has, Landon going to net. Couldn't get a stick on it. Dashel back in our own zone for retrieval. Dashel has Jackson. Jackson chips it forward. Milwaukee has it off the half boards. They turn and chip it in with speed. Jackson's going to go win that race. Jackson clears it up, but not out. Milwaukee picks it up off the slot. Good sticks. Wide open guy on the backside again. Dashel took a penalty. I didn't see it.
Calling him for hooking, it looked like, Don, and I didn't see it either, as 2 Admiral players down there with 2 Tbirds players. I didn't see a hook because I think they were too close to each other to hook. But Tbird's going to go back here on the penalty kill with 1:35 left to go in the second period. Got to kill this one off.
Jack and Mark on the backside. Jack turns and fires it up. Sammy gets it out. Got tripped, pokes it forward to Kellen. Kellen's going to have zone entry. Gets around 1, gets the puck in deep. Stays on the forecheck, pokes it forward. Milwaukee picks it up, sends it back behind the net as they're going to look to regroup 200 feet with some kind of speed up the outside. Middle pass. They're going to have zone entry. Good back check. Far side just gets through. Chip it up the boards. Playing off the hash, keeping everything to the outside right now. Come up to the opposite slot. They have a lane. Good stick deflection up and out of play. That'll be a defensive zone faceoff.
Good drive there. Way to get sticks in lane. Deflect that one up as he was walking in there. Don had bodies up front and had a little open net, it looked like. So good stick there to deflect that one out.
Trevor, Linden, Mark, and Jackson on the backside. Milwaukee comes out with it, got stick check, comes up to the high slot. Milwaukee has the overpass.
Oh my God.
And that's puck luck. Mark dropped it off a skate right to the back of the net.
Yeah, Hunter sliding cross crease as that pass was going in. They brought an Admiral player, and Mark went to stop it with a skate, and unfortunately deflected it right into the short side of the net there, but not sure there was much 31 could do on that one.
No, because that pass was going all the way through to the backside, which he was anticipating. We just talked about that. Unfortunately, Milwaukee put it on their own net. Goalie made the save. We don't get the same luck. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Keaton, Sammy, Garrett on, Jackson, and Mark. Milwaukee playing deep in their zone. Puck is cleared. Jackson's able to turn and send it right back in. Sammy turns it in. Milwaukee clears the zone. That's going to be an icing and an offensive zone faceoff.
Don, my hope is that lights a little bit of a fire on these T-Birds. Now down 1 goal here, but got to start getting a little urgency with 25 seconds here in 1 second. Down 1, but get the puck to the front of the net and crash hard.
Trevor Miller, Parker, Mark, and Jackson. Pucks one back to Jackson. Milwaukee's able to poke it forward. They chip it up and down. That's going to be an icing. Mark gave it his all. I'm surprised he didn't wave that. We'll take that offensive zone faceoff. Miller in. Miller wins the puck to Parker. Parker chips it back down to Miller out of the corner. Miller to Parker up front. Parker got some wood on that. Goalie making a sliding save. And that was a really good job by Parker to get wood on that.
Yeah, got a little piece of it, just not as much as you think he would have liked. As it kind of just filleted up there, but had a good opportunity there on the backside to get that one. Good pass up front.
Jackson and Dashel on the backside. Irvin, Linden, and Landon. Landon in for the draw. Puck gets poked up high. Dashel has it. Dashel got stick lifted. Sticks with it. Milwaukee clears his own. And that's going to do it for the second period. We'll come back to you with 1 period left in the contest.
Tough watch on this one so far is missed opportunities on the T-Bird side and a seeing eye puck finding its way into the back of the net off of a skate there, Don. And T-Birds backs against the wall here, down 1-0 and leading shots 14-8. Got to dig deep here. Obviously, last period of the weekend here up in Sioux Falls. Played great host to us, but got to put it all together, leave it all out before they head back home.
We can definitely make it happen. Just play the game the right way and again really trust each other. Not taking unnecessary chances. But playing with some grit and resiliency.
We've seen it from the Admirals all game, looking to stretch the ice on that backside pass on, or they're just going to be content dumping and chasing. I expect a lot more of the same, but we got to catch that little bump pass coming out of the breakout through the neutral zone and get in there with some speed and create some opportunities. But we'll keep harping on it. Got to get to the front of net.
Got to keep getting to the front of the net, and we have been. We're going to be way due here. We see Jackson and Dashel on the backside. Irvin, Linden, and Landon. Landon in for the face-off. Puck's down. Milwaukee has it. Chips it forward. Dashel's going to pick that up. Dashel sends it over to Jackson in the corner. Jackson chips it up, but not out. Milwaukee holds it. Chips it around Jackson. Dashel picks it up off the half boards. Dashel up to Linden. Linden couldn't get a stick on it. Puck comes through. Linden picks it up. Linden off the half boards to himself, chips it in. Irvin is in on the forecheck. Irvin's battling there with Linden. Puck sent to the opposite corner. Linden working there. Irvin comes through with it, lost it. Landon there. Daschle sent a cross ice pass looking for Jackson. Jackson picks it up, turns, ships it in. That rides the bumper. Irvin in, looking for net front. Puck still loose, looking for net front. Puck still there. Irvin celebrating a goal. The ref couldn't see it. He waved it off. I couldn't tell what happened from here.
I'm not sure either, Don, and blew the whistle there. Looks like the puck was loose. Pride of Colorado Springs, Big Irv there was right on the doorstep, kept hammering it, and found its way to the net. That's the third one this weekend we've seen back of the net called back.
Mark and Jack on the backside. Miller, Trevor, Parker. Puck sent to the corner. It sent high to Mark. Mark has a lane. Shot blocked in front. Oh, went short side of the goalie. Miller picked it up out of the corner, goes high to Jack. Jack turns, fires it back down to Miller. It gets through to Trevor. Milwaukee has it back behind their net, slides it up to the hash. Miller's there. Turn. There we go. Welcome to the score sheet. Trevor Darren, Miller and Trevor going ballistic down there. What was that?
Big Parker. Parker puck came loose off the boards there, Don, and just an absolute laser. Finally broke the cold on this Admirals goalie, but needed that one. Forecheck set that up all day down there. Those boys been working hard, and I got a little energy now, you know?
Parker's release is unbelievable. Here we go. Same five guys step back in. Puck back. Jack has the line, turns, ships it in deep. Miller and Parker are flying into the zone. Parker's going to get there. Trevor holding the board. And Milwaukee has elevated their intensity. Miller dancing through guys, getting hooked. There it is, another power play coming. And that is hard work. Let's go get a goal and draw a penalty. What do you say, T-Bird Nation?
I love that. And I don't know, Don, if these things are connected, but looks like the 16s over there were eating their lunches on their phones. Not really engaged, but now they're back in. We got a little fire in the building.
They're beating the glass. Here we go. Tree face-off communication. Irvin, Landon, Trevor, Miller, Daschle. Landon in for the draw. Pucks one back. Irvin has a seam. Shot fired, deflected down on net by Trevor. Miller picks it up, trying to go high. Daschle out of the zone. Daschle leaves it for Landon. Landon's looking for speed. He's going to have speed to the outside. Tried to slide it through. Milwaukee with a good stick. Puck comes high to Daschle. Daschle slides it through to Miller. Miller allowed to come off the stick momentarily. Puck's out of the zone. Daschle trying to punch it forward, but Milwaukee holding. Milwaukee gets it through. Trevor picks it up. Trevor over to Landon. Landon's looking for some outside speed. Pushes it ahead. He's going to have zone. Gets around one. Gets to the front, back of the net. Turn shot fired, punch save out to the corner. Miller has it. Miller high to Daschle. Comes out of the zone. Daschle has zone entry with speed around one. Turn shot fire, save loose out front. Irvin out of the corner. Irvin has a high seam. Shot whiffed. Mark now on the backside. Daschle shot fired, blocked. Holds his own. Daschle looking for space, has Landon. Landon looking for time and space. 29 seconds. Landon right back up to Daschle. Daschle has a lane to the outside. Shot fired loose out front. Mark picks it up. Mark has the back of the net. Mark to Landon. Landon around one, has a lane. Shot fired, puck's loose out front. Landon gets it right back. Landon to the outside. Slides it up and out. and we are 5-on-5. Mark wasn't paying attention, skated right into coverage. God dang it!
Tough one there, Donna's great opportunities there on the other side. Couple good saves there by the Admiral goalie, and then a turnover there right at the blue line coming out of the box, and breakaway coming the other way, and back of the twine as we had some energy going there. Couldn't cash in there on the power play, and they turned it around, go up 2-1 here with 13 minutes left.
And that timing was impeccable timing for them. Got to dig deep. Here we go. Jack and Jackson on the backside. Jack chips it forward. Milwaukee chips it forward. Jackson back in the defensive zone. Off the half boards, out of the zone. Milwaukee picks it up in the neutral zone. Slides it right back up in as they gain the line. Jackson back on retrieval. Jack playing out of the corner. Milwaukee plays it. Backside. They're looking to roll the backside. We chip it up off the half boards. Jackson has it. He's got an outside lane with speed. They're trying to hook and lift and all kinds of stuff. Sammy comes in. Pokes it forward. Kellen has it. Shot fired, glove saved. Good spot. Really good spot there.
Yeah, great shot there from Kellen. Quick release on that side, and Admiral's goalie just able to glove that one as he was going, trying to find that little hole right over the leg pad and just below the glove, but glove was right there, went right into it.
Dashel Jack on the backside. Linden, Landon, and Irvin on up front. Bouncing puck. Milwaukee sends it around. Dashel steps to hold the zone. Dashel gets through one, has Irvin. Irvin slides it through, had Linden going in up front. Irvin comes back through, backhand, stick out. Come on!
Blew the puck dead as Admiral's goalie went to cover it there, completely missed it. He blew it dead. We're going to get an offensive zone face-off here, though.
I might have to keep my mouth shut. I'm getting a little fired up here. Put Josh Nada on the mic. Landon steps in for the draw. Pucks one back to Dashel. Dashel shoot fired with traffic. Big boy in front. Goalie looked in his glove like I have it, and he did.
Yeah, good save there. Good shot from the point by the Dashel, and Big Linden Burns up front, but no rebound.
Pucks one back. Jack has it. Irvin skates in his lane. Dashel got stick check. Sticks with it. Dashel chips it in. Linden in on the forecheck. Milwaukee up the outside. Good body, short and everywhere. Landon turns out of it. Has Dashel. Oh, just missed Dashel coming through. Puck up high. Irvin's got it from the point. Shot fired. Goalie paddle save out to the corner. Jack steps to hold the zone. Landon getting a hook. That's a penalty. Arm wrapped around his head. Turn shot fired up and over the net. Landon high to Jack. Jack back down the slash. Jack gets taken down. He's getting the business all the way to the ground. There's a whistle.
Big Irv trying to get boys fired up here. Go pushing and shoving in front of the net. Don't mind seeing that at all, but
I didn't know headlock wasn't a penalty. I guess I've never seen headlock called on the sheet.
yeah.
Miller, Trevor, Parker, Jackson, and Connor Hilly. Miller comes out with it. Miller has his own entry with Parker. Parker gets it in deep. Miller's going in on the forecheck. Milwaukee reverses the backside of the net. Comes up the middle. They have zone exit looking for the cross pass. Good glove by Connor Hilly. Allows Trevor to come through. Picks it up with speed. Trevor chips it in. Parker got tripped on the blue line. No call. Miller gets it. Sends it to the corner. Trevor's there. Miller bumps it. Parker. Parker turns shot fired up and over the net. Connor turns, fires it back down into the behind the net. Trevor and Parker are working there. Parker skates it. Trying to get it through. Puck comes high. Jackson turns shot fires. Saved by the goalie. Milwaukee has the back of the net looking to stretch. Cross ice pass. That's going to go all the way out and down. They wave off icing as Connor Hilly's there. Connor Hilly has the back of the net. Up the outside has Sammy Maida. Sammy leaves it for Kellen. Milwaukee's able to get it up and out. Dashel comes through. Gets taken down. Open your eyes!
That was from behind all day.
Oh, God. Headlocks, forearms, shivers, whatever, buddy. Have another one. Have another one.
Sam Maida going into the box here. Cross check between the numbers, it looks like there. And Tbirds going to go back on the penalty here with 2 minutes.
I'm sorry for those folks at home. I'm a little excitable today here. Penalty kill. Garrett wins it back to Dashel. Dashel has the back of the net. Dashel turns, fires it up and out and down. Linden on the forecheck. Goalie comes out, plays it to the opposite side of the ice. Milwaukee has zone exit. Cross pass. Regrouping in their defensive zone. Good job by Linden and Garrett taking good lanes. Milwaukee comes up. They're going to get zone entry. Looking for the cross ice. Miss it, but they pick it up out of the corner. They come up high. Cross pass. Turn shot fires. Saved by Hunter. Milwaukee picks it up out of the corner. Turn shot fires. Saved by Hunter to the corner. Milwaukee picks it back up on the hash. They go high. Have it on the hash. Up high. Back to the opposite hash. Good stick. Send it through the middle, but they get it on the opposite hash. They have it high. Turn shot easy. Saved by Hunter. That'll be a freeze and a defensive zone face-off with it looks like
Admirals doing a good job finding open space here. Don moving the puck to that open space and chasing it.
Miller, Kellen, Jackson, and Mark coming onto the ice. 53 seconds to kill here. Jackson in for the face-off. Milwaukee playing out of the corner, has it high, back down to the corner. Back up high. Back down to the corner. Trying to get it to net front. Good sticks and body. We got off our skates and Milwaukee was very patient. Was able to find the backside for a power play goal.
Hunter's going to want that one back. Came off of the post, stood up, and Admirals player was able to come net free and snuck that one right under the pads there. Had just popped back up, coming after covering that. Not happy with himself, obviously, but hopefully a team can pick him up and get after this one. Is down in a hole, 8:42 to go.
Landon, Irvin, Linden, Mark, and Jackson. Landon in for the face-off. Touchdown. Irvin comes through with it. Linden has it. Linden trying to get through one. Milwaukee with a good stick. Landon pokes it right back in. Milwaukee has it. Comes right up the middle. Good stick by Landon. Mark picks it up with speed. He's got the outside. Grabs in the way. Linden picks it up. Turn shot fire. Double deflected. Puck to the opposite corner. Linden has it. Tried to slide it through to Dowd. Dowd picks it up out of the corner. Dowd cross to Mark. Mark to Jackson. Jackson turn shot fired. Deflected wide of the net. Milwaukee picks it up off the hash. Can't chip it out as Mark holds it. Turn shot fired. Deflected on net by Dowd. Saved. Linden picks it up. Turns, fires it back down behind the net. Landon's going to be there. Landon around one. Irv in front. Puck's loose.
Don, just the way the bounces are going is an absolute rip there from the blue line, tipped, unseen by the Admirals goalie and hit right off of his toe pad. So you can see the way the bounces have been flowing this game is made a save without knowing and should have been in the back of the net.
Unbelievable the amount of scoring chances we've had and just haven't been able to solve them. Dashel Jack on the backside. Irv chips it through. Turn shot fired wide of the net. Linden tried to send it back to Landon. Milwaukee sends it up. Dashel holds. Dashel's out of the corner. Turns out of it, getting held. Still holding his stick. Dashel gets it back. Landon has it back to the net. Irvin turns out far, puck's loose out front. Irvin sticking with it. Milwaukee up the half boards. Landon and Irvin working there. Milwaukee reverses the side of the ice. Dashel has it. Milwaukee's able to poke it out of their zone. Lennon has Landon, bumps it to Irvin coming through with speed. Landon has it. Out front, got through Irvin, right to Milwaukee. Milwaukee's going to have his own exit, chips it in, intent to chip it in. They have another Milwaukee player down. Puck's up and out of the zone. Parker, 3-on-1. Parker turns shot, fire, misses the net. That's going to come out on its own merit. And we had a 3-on-1 there. Connor Healy turns, fires it in as we're looking for changes. Milwaukee has it right back out of the zone. Try to fire it in the zone, blocked by Jack. Sent up the outside. Miller has it with speed. Miller and Trevor. Miller to the outside, turns shot, fire, saved to the opposite hash. Jackson steps. Milwaukee with a good stick is able to chip it up and by. Parker's covering. Parker up to Trevor. Trevor slides it through to Miller. Miller's got Jackson flying. Miller turns out of it, leaves it up for Connor Healy. Connor Healy turns shot fired, deflected wide of the net. Milwaukee's going to have it. They have it 2-on-1. Miller's getting back. Turn shot fired, saved by Hunter to the opposite side. Milwaukee able to hold the zone, and we're going to be going on another penalty. Unreal.
Looks like calling Dyer for a roughing there, and Tbirds had some stuff going there on the offensive side of things. Another couple great shots from the point, just finding the goalie's toe with his pad.
Milwaukee calls a timeout.
But Tbirds going to go back on the penalty kill here with 5:54 down to 3-1.
Another game where we are out shooting them almost 2-1. And we're on the wrong side of the game right now.
Yeah, Admirals goalie playing strong, made a couple of huge saves there, whether intentional or unintentionally, but a couple big saves lately, hitting right off the toe of his pad or finding a way onto his pad. But good opportunities by the T-Bird. Hopefully we can cash one in, break the seal here, and keep getting after it here in the third period.
Looks like we're going to have Kellen and Sammy, Dashel, and Jack coming on to start this penalty kill. I think maybe it was the music that got me overexcited and maybe in the wrong way, Nate, today.
Well, John, I'd like for a little bit of that to carry over down on the ice, but you've seen the energy kind of pick up on our side of things, starting to play with a little urgency. I wish we would have done that from the drop, but got 5:54 to turn this thing around, get it to a 3-2 game, get it to a 3-3 game, and hopefully get the win.
5:54 left in the contest. Gasoline on the face-off. Sammy comes out with it. Sammy and Kellen. Kellen streaking up hard with ice. Sammy has his own exit or entrance. Gets around one as Kellen point blank. Milwaukee sends it up the boards. They're trying to stretch behind us. Good back check. Puck's right there. Milwaukee has it. Gets into the zone. Sends it high. Chipped out. Kellen has it. Kellen, patient, turn shot fired, glove save and frozen. That'll be an offensive zone faceoff. Really good PK so far.
Yeah, great PK so far. Generated a shot on that one. Just nobody in front there, obviously, but on the penalty kill, you don't expect anybody there. But good little wrist shot there by Kellen, unable to beat the goalie as he's feeling confident here right now and making good saves.
Miller Irvin on now. Irvin comes through, got completely blown up from behind. Milwaukee has it, no call. Regrouping in their defensive zone. Up the outside, looking for those cross passes. They do. Good job of being aggressive.
Oh my God.
That's a bad penalty. Irvin's going to be going to the box. We finally touch it. It's going to be a 5-on-3.
Yeah, tough one coming across there. Don caught him center ice. Looks like a shoulder, potentially to his chin or his head. Admiral player back up, but we're going to go a 5-on-3 here. Hit to the back of the head, it looks like.
Frustration penalties. He's going to give him a 2 and a 10, and he should. Not a good penalty at all by Irvin. Liam going over to serve the 2. Looks like coming to the ice to start the 5-on-3, and we're going to have Mark, Dashel, and Linden. So it's going to be 5-on-3. If we can hold them down for a minute 3, then they'll get another 57 seconds in the 5-on-4. Buck one back. Dashel's able to clear it up and out and down. That's going to be a 200-foot regroup. Milwaukee from back behind their net. You're going to come up with the cross pass. Gain the line. Zone entry. At the back of the net. They get it up high. They walk in the line. Have the over. Send it down low. Good collapse and D so far. Back to the opposite hash. Turn shot fire blocked up. Hunter has the post sealed. Finally, we have a whistle.
Sealed that one off nicely. Donna's puck came off of the back board there, came right to the front of the net, was able to get his pad right on the post there and stifle him and hold him.
Same 3 guys here stepped in on the kill, looking for another win back by Linden, so Dashel can rip it. Can't get it. Milwaukee has it in the slot. Turn shot fired, blocked to the corner by Mark. Milwaukee playing off the opposite hash. Brings it back high, back to the hash. Looking for backdoor. Turn shot fired. Dashel clears the puck. Milwaukee gets it off the slot. They send it over the opposite side of the ice. They're looking for time and space. Send it down to the dot. Looking for backdoor. Send it up front. Good deflection by Linden up and out of play. So that'll do it for the 5-on-3. We'll go to 5-on-4 here.
Great stick up there by Lyndon Burns on the penalty kill there, and able to get that one as they would kind of creeped in and gotten comfortable, gotten us really deep towards the net. Had a good look, but good stick there by Mr. Burns.
Jackson Jack on the backside, Sammy and Kellen. Milwaukee has it off the face-off. They have high. Back down to the slot. Take it back high. Cross ice pass. They have the high slot. Turn shot fire, miss the net completely, but they get it right back on the point. They send it back down to the corner. They come back high with it. They try to slide it to the bumper on the far side. Has it. Looking to take space. Back door.
Oh, great save.
Good save as they had it, and it's cleared up and out. Mark and Dashel now back on the backside. 15 seconds here in the PK. Kellen in on the forecheck. And Sammy. Milwaukee up the outside. They're going to get zone entry. Kellen hard on the back check. Milwaukee gets around one. Sammy stays with it. Sammy loses an edge, and Milwaukee has it. Turn shot fire saved. Good job by Mark back behind the net. Mark and Dashel. Mark sends it up and out, and that's going to be an icing and a defensive zone faceoff.
Killed that one. A couple good saves there by Hunter. Good defense on the penalty kill side of things. It's go time, Don. 2:42 left here, down 2 goals.
We scored 2 in under 2 minutes yesterday. Landon, Linden, Miller, Dashel, and Mark. Pucks one back. Sent into the corner. Milwaukee working there. Milwaukee off the hash. Dashel chips it up the board. Milwaukee holds it. Dashel chips it back. Miller chips it out. Milwaukee chips it off the boards. Has it. They have the line. Turn it over to Linden. Chips it up the ice, but Milwaukee gets it right back on sticks. They have the line turning fired in. Dashel's going there. Dashel and Mark. Puck comes out front. Miller bumps it to Linden coming through. Linden has it out of the zone. Miller working. Miller has zone entry around 1. Landon's there. Landon gets through 2. Puck's loose out front. Shot on net. Out to the corner. Linden sends it back behind the net. Milwaukee clears it up and out of play. That'll be an offensive zone faceoff.
That's a day game in the league, Don, but they don't call it here at that hockey. But Admiral goalie Landon coming in head of steam, was able to get a stick in front of it. He was in the right place. Was able to get a blocker. I think a pad on that one is coming in. Minute 43 left here. Going empty net, 6-on-5 here, Don.
Timeout by your Thunderbirds.
Got to move the puck to space here, Don. Get some shots on net. Crash the net hard. I expect big Lyndon Burns to be out there in front of the net. And then you get a bunch of guys just buzzing around trying to generate a shot here. And on the Admiral side of things, keep everything in front of you. And they're going to be looking to clear that puck, face that empty net. Coach Seavey getting them dialed in, talking them through a couple different strategies here, Don. Love to see what we can get going.
Going to be running some set plays, no doubt. We want to get to net front. I'm not sure we want to get static. We want to try and move them in and out of spots where we can get through. So, Parker, Landon, Linden, Trevor, Miller, Daschel. Pucks one back. Milwaukee has it. Oh, shit. Milwaukee misses the net. Miller has it. Miller's going to get zone entry. Got angled off. Parker comes in to support. Puck comes up. Daschel slides it back to Miller. Miller back to Daschel. Daschel walks. Daschel has Landon. Landon to Daschel. Daschel turns shot. Fire in the net! Post in.
Just what the doctor ordered, Don. Daschel from the blue line threw that one into the net. We got a 3-2 game here with 1:11 left. Whatever coach drew up, let's draw that one up again.
We're going again. So that net is still empty. We got to make sure we win this face-off and or get bodies on bodies. Parker has it. Parker back to Landon. Landon has space. He's got speed. He's got the outside. Landon out front. Puck's loose out front. Goodness. Shot frozen point blank by Big Boy. Goalie is able to freeze that. But we were coming.
Don, I thought it was there. Landon threw the puck right up to Lyndon Burns in front there. Got a stick on it, but I don't know if he got a glove or hit him in the chest. But great opportunity up front from point-blank range. But let's keep this going, huh?
Landon in for the face-off. Same 5 guys. We got to win this to the hash or back. It one back. Trevor has it to Daschel. Daschel back to Landon off the slot. Landon to Daschel. Daschel back to Landon. Landon through to Trevor. Trevor slides it through. Saved out to the corner. Miller back up to Daschel. Daschel walks. Daschel has Miller. Puck goes to the corner. Milwaukee sends it up high. Daschel has it. Daschel has Landon. Landon got stick checked. Milwaukee's able to chip it up and out and down. We got to go. Miller picks it up. Miller loses an edge. Daschel picks it up. We got to go. 15 seconds left. Daschel hard up to Parker. Milwaukee chips it through. That's going to almost all but do it. 10 seconds. Landon picks it up. Landon to the outside, gets around one.
Oh,
Had it come off his stick, shot point blank. That's going to do it. That's a heartbreaker. Another heartbreaker.
yeah, tough two
So-
games there. Don obviously get us out of Sioux Falls as tough couple games there, but tip of the cap to the Admirals goalie. Played tough in there, made a couple key saves, but I think missed opportunities on our side of things. Turnovers, got to clean those up and get back to work this week.
Yep, some tough penalties down the stretch. We have more to give. Lots of lessons to learn here from this weekend, but once again, we're finding out where we outplay and come on the wrong side, and that's why they play the games. So it'll be time to regroup, come back. But for now, this is Don Jaramillo with my partner,
Nate Christensen.
tuning over and out.